one, put it in decimal, 1,000, and then this one and this one. 1,000.
Okay.
I'm right here. How's it 2/3?
Because 2/3 is right here, right there.
If you guys would go ahead and put your fidget boxes on the floor today too, because you're going to need a little bit more space. You're welcome to have a fidget as long as it's not a distraction. You're going to need to move the box today. Probably won't need slime this morning. All right, nice work, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. Proud that you got to your 100% goal on your homework assignment. That was nice today. This morning I'm going to go ahead and pass out your problem that I want you to work on. But here's what I want you to do first. I'm just going to pass out one to each table. But I want you to read it individually and try to solve it individually by yourself first. Then I will give you the opportunity to work with your group and I'll give you some more information about that. So I just want you to read it to yourself. See if you can't start to get a plan on what it is you might do here. Hey Cassie, why don't you come on over here today since Lauren's not here? There's an extra space. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now that you've had an opportunity to do this independently, I want you to take a little bit of time and have a conversation with your group, explaining your words to each other, and I want you to decide as a group what you want to convey to your class as your final result, your final answer.
So, my answer is 400. So what I did was 74 since Ron, how do you say his name? Question. You should have a 10. Yeah, but you have to change it to 100 for it to minus it. Yeah.
74 of his pieces, and each one was an inch long, so he had 26 inches left over. And it said who had fewer, Rodrigo had less. So. Yeah, Rodrigo if he had 100 pieces and he had 70. He used 70.
No, look,
and
okay.
each was 1 inch.
Yeah.
So 74. So he has 26 pieces left over that are 1 inch long. Carlo has 3 pieces that are 10 inches long. That would be 30 inches. Yeah, but it's not saying it says who has fewer inches. So that'd be Rodrigo.
I thought it was saying more.
Keep having that conversation. Mason's stuck with how you came up with those numbers right there.
I realize that.
Oh, you got it.
Yes.
It was asking what's left. Okay, good. So let's regroup for just a second and talk about what are the 2 questions from this problem that you're going to have to explain to your class. What are the 2 things that it's asking you? Look back at that question so you're really sure you're answering the 2 parts. I'm looking at a lot of boards and I see 1 part answer but not that second part. What's the first part of the question you have to answer, Sam?
Who had fewer fabric?
Who had fewer fabric pieces? Remaining. Okay, so that's going to be important. So we're going to know who had fewer pieces remaining. But then the other part is we need to know what?
That as a decimal.
Right. Decimal and a fraction. Are you going to leave this an active participant? Yes or no? Thank you. All right, I need someone to share out with us. Whoever your group spokesperson is going. Dorothy and Max, are you both going together, or do you have 2 separate things? Okay, perfect. Hey, Dorothy, will you go stand right over there behind Kennedy? Hey, Mace, Sam, right here.
So, I decided to draw the pictures of the fabrics because that sometimes helps me. And so, this is Carlos' fabrics, this is Rodrigo's, and I knew that Rodrigo's were 1 inch each, and Carlos were only 10 inches. But she only had 10, and he had 100. So then I knew that this was going to be a 70, and this would be 74 inches, because 74 times 1 is 74, and 70
claps for Miss Dorothy. All right. Thanks. I heard you. All right, notebook first today. Get a spot where you can be comfy. All right, today's date up at the top. I think you already stuck his notebook there, sir.
Should I sit here?
So today, yeah, you're fine. So today we're going to be talking about doing some aligning of decimals. And we're going to have a conversation about that, but I want you to get that at your notebook. We're going to do a couple practice problems first. This is the, yeah. Thanks. That's what happens when you're doing two things at once. Thanks for being the only one to notice, though. All right. First one I want you to try today is this one. Tell me how you're going to compare these numbers. All right, who's got it? Want to talk us through it?
Okay, so how I did it is I looked at these two numbers and the same. Then I looked at these two numbers and that one was bigger than that.
Okay. So show us how you wrote it with your comparison symbol. Do we agree with Cassie? 2 claps, do you agree? All right, nice work, Cassie. One thing I want to ask you quickly is when you were having the conversation about, oh, I looked at this number and I compared it to this number. What's the value of this? What place value is this right here?
That's in the tens.
Tenths. And this is in the,
Tens.
and this is in the,
Hundreds.
and this is in the
Hundreds.
hundreds. All right, nice job. Anybody want to talk us through a different way they did it? Mason? Hold on one second.
6
Mason? Yeah. Try those. Fifth grade, stand up with your notebook. You need to walk and go find 2 other people to have a conversation with. Someone we haven't heard from yet. Christina, you want to come talk us through this one? Well, thanks anyway. Hey, so Christina, make sure they can hear you. Tell them what you did.
I converted it into fractions, so
Okay. Anybody else do that? Strategy, and then tell us what you did. How do you know which one's the biggest?
4 is the biggest because it's a whole,
Okay.
and then this one is the second biggest because fractions are backwards with the slow bigger fractions. So then this one would be the third.
Nice. 2 claps for Miss Christina. All right, go ahead and turn the page in your notebook. You're going to answer this one. Turn to your partner real quick and tell them what the first thing you're going to do is.
I made the 10 into 100.
Use the 100.
2 claps for my voice. What I heard you turn to your friend and say was that you were going to find common denominator, right? Because we had that conversation about before we add fractions or subtract fractions, we want to make sure we have a common denominator. So, can I take this one to 100? Okay. If I take it to 100, what did I do to that denominator? Great, so what's my new numerator?
10.
Okay. Now can I add these fractions a little easier? Great. What did you get for an answer, CD? What was that?
I don't know.
Do you have the answer? Okay. Let us have it.
1100.
2 claps. Kristen, I'm proud of you.
Wait, Miss Rogers. Miss Rogers, I did it a different
Okay, how'd you do it?
I turned them into decimals.
Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. So when we are talking about looking at these fractions, and we have to have the common denominators before we can add them, if you turn them to decimals, or if we're forced with having to answer questions where we're adding decimals, lining up that decimal is just as important as finding a common denominator. That's what you're doing. You're lining up your place values. Okay? So, Max, if you turn this into a decimal, what did you write as your decimal?
0 and 1/10.
0 and 1/10. Plus, what did you write for here?
0 and 100.
So how are we going to work this out? You want to come show us how you lined it up?
Well, I didn't write
Because finding the common denominator, we have to make sure that we line up the place values with decimals by lining up decimals.
I didn't write it.
Can you show us how you would line it up? Thanks. 1 second. I was talking to Yard. Sorry, go ahead. Okay, show us your answer. Thank you very much. 2 claps for Max. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to head back to your seat. I need you to grab your workbook out, please. Great, I want you guys to open up to page 59.
Yay, Puzzle Penguin!
Oh, Puzzle Penguin. Let's see if he's a hot mess today. He is which vocabulary word? Unstable.
I said it first. Well, actually, no, Faith said it first. Here's mental processing.
All right, so you won't need your markers for this. So I want you to take a look up at the box. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to go ahead and write through your explanation. It says, Dear math students, I'm ordering a book from a catalog. The price of the book is $15, and the tax is 15 cents. Altogether, then, I will have to pay $15 plus 15 cents, or $30 for this book. The tax makes the cost twice as much. Doesn't this seem unreasonable to you, or have I made some kind of a mistake?
Yes.
So tell Puzzle Penguin what he needs to do here, what mistake he made, or how he can fix it. He all of a sudden bought a really expensive book, too, so
What kind of book is $15?
help him out. What mistake did he make? What mistake did he make, Mason?
He thought that the 15 was in the dollar place value, or whatever it's called, but no, it's cents.
Okay, so we lined him up wrong.
Yes.
He put 15 on top of 15 and added it and got 30. If you're going to go ahead and add $15 and then add 15 cents to it, who thinks they're confident enough to go write it on the board how it should be lined up? Bryson. And then you just took a deep breath. You can do it.
God, so hyperventilating.
Okay, so Bryson, you have your $15 up there. Why don't you add one more zero so we know we have 100 or 0 cents? Or not. 2 claps if you got it right. Proud of you. Nice job. Have a seat.